Hello everybody and welcome back to Formula Virtual Racing. We are here for the Mexican Grand Prix. It is the first ever Mexican Grand Prix and we are here live, and as always I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend. It is Brendan. How are you doing, my friend?
I am doing very good. And yourself?
I'm excited. It's going to be good. Qualifying underway. The first lap is... The first fastest lap goes to Corey Jappy with a 14.4. He is the man provisional pole, and his teammate slots in just behind him. Of course, there's not many people setting times yet. It is only 3 as...
I have more pressing concerns here. Why is somebody on the wets?
that is Brady Pollock on the wet compound of... That Brady, that wasn't clever. Marcel Maggiera goes fastest of the day with a 14.2. Not a bad lap by Marcel Maggiera. Had a good race last week and he won himself driver of the day, but that's instantly beaten by Tyler Davison with a 13.8 in the Racing Point. I think there's someone's made contact in the middle sector. I think that was Corey Chappie, and was that Avesta who made contact? I think so. I'm trying to catch someone starting a lap to commentate on it, but currently nobody is. It seems to be a bit of a messy session so far. 12 minutes 42 to go. A lot of invalid laps we will see around here. That is the big scene.
Oh, that's one. One's at a spin.
Oh, that is Juan Hernandez in a spin for the Williams. So not nice. Would he go for a second lap? Yeah, no, he's got... Oh, Avesta's crashed in the pit lane. Oh no, Avesta, we've caught that one right on camera. Avesta has crashed in the pit lane.
And Benjamin there, having a speedy entry into the pit lane. Nearly could have took a wheel off there.
Joe Muller making another race in Formula Virtual. Got to come across the line, see what lap he can set on the mediums. It is going to be a 14.5 on the set of mediums. Currently P4, not a bad lap. He asked all.
Lou's about to start a lap now, so we'll go through this one.
We can go through this one.
Oh yeah, I have to actually invite Sam.
I can do that. Well, oh no, yeah, you do that. I'll go for Lewis's lap.
No, you can wait on that.
Down to turn 1. Through this chicane. He's on a set of mediums, so he's going to be qualifying at the back, or probably still on pole. He is in good form at the minute. Down into turn number 4. Nails the brake in third gear. Down to second, up to third. Donut invalid on the curb there, and that curb's thrown him off a little bit, so... Not the best lap so far. Yeah, I've seen that one, thank you. Not the best lap for Lewis. We can pop on board with someone else and run through a lap properly. And then, of course, it's tradition at this point. We'll probably go on board with Manel, who is behind Lewis. He's not starting a lap just yet. We'll see where this lap will put Lewis McWilliam. Will probably be his only run of the session, because he is on a little bit of a slide through there. So this isn't the best lap in the world for Lewis. Still might be good enough for a provisional pole. No, it won't. It's going to be P5 for the Red Bull. A 14.8. Would you like to run through Manel's lap? He's just starting now.
What position is he?
He is P14.
So, and now this main straight, almost like a motorway, near like the M50 in Ireland. And now, as the first chicane here, it's more to pick your line through here. So if you pick the wrong line, you'll be out of shape for every part of that chicane. Well, the second straight. Once again, for a similar enough, maybe just a little bit of a slower and tighter chicane. And now through this double apex corner there. And as we come into the S's, a little bit different to what they used to be. Maybe back in the 80s and 90s, but so quick enough. Oh, invalid.
Oh, invalid from Manel. That one didn't happen. It's going to be wet conditions seemingly in the race. But But why are they qualifying on mediums then? Maybe not the start of the race, but we might have something to look forward to towards the end of the race. Still,
I thought Jack said there was no rain.
I didn't see it. I'm just going by what Brady is saying in the chat.
Oh.
Speaking of Brady, currently on a lap on a set of softs, going through the middle sector in the McLaren. Brady's a real... He's Nico Hulkenberg, but he scored a podium. He always seems to be up around, but...
why is there racing out between Chloe and Aaron?
I don't know. The season 2 Williams teammates for a while, obviously. But oh, Brady, oh, bit of a slide and just kicked across the curb. Junior saying 14s only, wet setup, right? Well, Tyler has a 13.8, but it would make me believe that there is a wet setup on there because, well, as we can see, people seem to be struggling. As who's that who's just slotted up? Is that Enzo King? It is Enzo getting a podium last week on the track, finished P4 on the post-race results, but he is now up to 7th, and that is Vesta, who has gone 3rd in the second Mercedes. It is a Mercedes 123 technically. As Aaron McFall is also on a timed lap in the Haas. Almost won the Formula Virtual Racing Academy race here yesterday, but he bottled it, which is representative of his FER career, let's be honest. Junior saying 13.8, Evan, I can do in my sleep. They have wet setups. No, Junior, you cannot do a 13.8, because you did not do it in both FRL races.
Or no, I think he bottled his lap. That's why I was in Sparry with him. He bottled his lap.
Probably. Oh, Chloe's out. We've had a crash in the middle sector. We'll stay on board with Aaron as he is approaching it now. Where has the Williams crashed? Oh, that's an unlucky one. That's an unlucky one. That's an unlucky one for Chloe, but she will be starting from the back. Alternate strategy and see what can happen. A lot of opportunity still left in this race. Where's Al McFall going to go? He's going to go on pole position with a 113.1. That's a bit more like it. And he does go on provisional pole. The man who we didn't know was racing until about 2 minutes ago, Sam Kift in the McLaren. Let's see where he can pop this car. Currently in the middle sector. And we'll wait and see. Junior saying that's more like it. Yes, that is more like it. Into the famous stadium section. Very cool podium in here. Sadly, we don't get to see the car being lifted up in the game. Where's this going to put him? It's going to put him 14.4. So he can't beat that, I'm sure. But it's not a bad lap. Although I do think wet setups are happening here. Still waiting on some... you know I can't speak, don't worry. Lewis is on a set of softs. Okay, Jack saying there's literally no raining from nothing here. Okay, so he's screwed if there's rain in the race. Because he won't be getting a wet setup. Lewis, here on the softs, now going to try set a time. He's chasing down Jack Redmond for the championship because Sam Davis they won't be here for this race or Monaco, unfortunately, as that is Benjamin retiring from qualifying. We know he was going to start from the back anyways. Where's Lewis got to go? Second position, 13.2, not quite pole, but it is second, so that's nice for Lewis. Junior saying 12.8 easy. No, not so far, obviously. Is Marcel Maggier on a lap? No, he's off at the middle sector. Danny had Campers did 6 laps on a set of mediums, so God only knows what he's doing.
Race runs?
Probably.
Not sure what his plan is, but oh well.
Danny knows what Danny knows. We'll leave him to it. Manel Antons is now on his second race. His third race, his second race as a main for Alfa Romeo. His debut didn't go well. It went quite awfully, to be honest. He didn't score points, he didn't finish the race. Hopefully he can do a bit better here today. Fun fact about Manel, he's currently in a hotel room in Portimao. He's visiting the Grand Prix there, and he's league racing from the hotel. So that is fun facts with Evan done for today.
Well, I wouldn't say fun facts, just more dedication.
Yeah, very dedicated man, very dedicated driver. Dedicated to...
Oh, invalid.
Was he's going to say not invalidating in the S's, but he's gone and proved me wrong with that one.
Well, yeah, you should get proven wrong a lot, as do I sometimes.
Jack is currently becoming a tractor in Sector 1. Yes,
I think I know about that one, to be fair.
Yes, of course, we do have a farmer as the co-commentator. Real representation of your driving style. He's he's giving a vest a slipstream. Why are you doing that?
If you weren't literally the slowest man alive in F1 2019.
We are going to choose to ignore that. Jack giving a vest a slipstream. For God only knows what reason. But Avesta is in the middle sector and he's invalidated that time, just like everyone else has today. Still some big names to set a time. Manuel, Brady, Juan. I don't think Jack is going to be set a time because his ego is very big. And he's probably going to be starting from the back today. And...
not gonna lie, considering Jack's internet, watching his onboard is kind of like having blood loss. It's just a bit hazy.
Anton's is spelled Antones.
Oh dear, and he's damaged. Yep, he has damaged his car.
Yeah, he'll be going back into the pits. Junior telling me Anton's... Antonius? Antonius. Okay, so Manuel Antonius. I've said Anton's for ages and he's never corrected me. But we'll trust our friendly neighbourhood Junior. Brady is on his second attempt of the day, currently heading towards the stadium section. He's got a bit further on this occasion. Khalil asking who's Galactic now. That is Sam Kift. He's currently in 8th position with a 14.4. He is replacing Tygo Kirchhoff for today's race. Has Brady backed out of that lap, or has he just taken different gears? I think he's just taken different gears. Here comes Brady Pollock. 2 minutes to go. Cross the line. It's going to be P3 for the McLaren. That's a very nice lap for Brady Pollock. He's got in his best qualifying experience so far. Jack's saying I don't have an ego, I just want to have some fun. Brendan, you're very knowledgeable. Would you say Jack has a big ego?
Jack Redmond, I assume, yeah?
Yes.
It depends. He either has the ego of Cristiano Ronaldo on steroids, or he's got as much self-confidence as me on a bad day.
There you go. Back to the racing. Corey Chappie is on a lap, although it says he's 5.5 seconds out. He's a 10th up now into the chicane. It's a bit of a jumbled up grid, I'm not going to lie, because we have at the back, we have Danny, Jack, Ben, Juan, Legend, and Manel. And Chloe, of course, our fastest driver. No, sorry.
Oh,
I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say Ben. And Ben, our fastest driver. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that.
I'm willing to take the fire on this one.
And there goes Danny, retired from the race. What can Corey Jappy set?
The race?
Qualifying. You've muddled me. Oh. How hasn't he not invalidated that? That's my question. Rounding the final corner, here comes CJ. Across the line. It's got to be P6 for the Renault, so that's his best quality result of the season so far.
Wait, CJ actually having good form. I haven't seen this one. This is a bit rare.
22 seconds to go, and so far it looks like an easy pole position for Aaron McFall, although he will go on one more lap when we can see Ken Lewis beat him. Juan Hernandez is on a lap as well. His pace around Mexico is quite strong. Khalil saying what happened to Chloe? She crashed, as that's Legend has left the session, if you could invite him and get him back in. Yes, immediately, thank you. And that is qualifying timer done on our screens. I can't imagine it will be finished on their screens because we will probably have some sort of glitch.
Perfect.
Juan Hernandez in the middle sector now, not invalidating. It is crucial not to do that. He needs to just get a time in, and he spun, and that's the second Williams around in the middle sector today. That is him around and out of qualifying. He'll be starting from the back of the grid. Avesta across the line, third position, 13.7 for Avesta Racing. Tyler is currently on a lap, so is Lewis, so is Aaron. Aaron's invalidated, he won't be improving. What about Lewis McWilliam? Where will this lap put him?
He's up enough to take pole position at the moment.
but he needs to be crucial because Tyler can improve, so can Enzo possibly. It's going to be an interesting...
Jack's got to get out of the way here.
Jack has to get out of the way here, or there will be a very angry Lewis. He has got out of the way just fine. Lewis McWilliam flying through the middle sector now. This could be his second pole position of his FER career, his second of this season. He's really come alive in recent races. Into the middle sector. Last sector. Into the stadium section of the track, the slowest corner on the circuit, and into what is realistically the final corner. Here comes Lewis McWilliam. Is this going to be pole position for the Scotsman in the Red Bull Racing? Yes, it will. 12.8. One a lap from Lewis McWilliam, but what's Tyler setting? Rounding the final corner. Needs to pin the throttle. It's not going to be a 12.8. It's going to be a 13.5, and it is P number 3. Enzo King is going to go 5th himself. What about poor Bune? He's currently slowing down, but it's a P11 for him, and it is the best qualifying result of his FER career. So, well done, Bune. And Lewis McWilliam once again showing his class in qualifying, and that is pole position for Lewis. Jack Redmond, Aaron McFall, apologies, in 2nd position. Tyler Davison in 3rd, Avesta in 4th, Enzo in 5th, followed by Brady in 6th, and then CJ in 7th. Marcel Mangiera in 8th, and then Sam Kift on FER debut in P9. Jerome Muller, in 10th, Bune in 11th, Adrian Teich in 12th, and the last man to set a lap was Danny Headcamper starting 13th, but he had an incident with Avesta in qualifying, and the people did not set times were Benjamin Bower, Juan Hernandez, Manuel Antons, Clyde Lennon, and then Legend Rosenberg, who had a qualifying ban from Australia.
For a note, apparently Aaron said 12.7, but since it was invalid, it doesn't count.
So, an interesting qualifying, and it's going to be a very interesting race. A lot of people starting from the back. But we could have rain in the race, seemingly. Any early predictions, Brendan?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh no, I don't know. Maybe we'll see another Benjamin last to first.
If he manages to do a 3rd last to first, I'll be sure.
It's not really. I'm not. Or no, it won't be. Technically, it's not a last to first.
No, he's starting at the back now. I think we could count it. Let us know in the chat who your prediction are, just like Junior is. Junior saying P1 for Lewis, P2 for Jack, and P3 for Benjamin. So, has faith in Lewis. Here we are on the grid for the formation lap.
Let's go to strategy now.
Yeah, I got confused for a second. Everyone was doing a practice start, so I thought it was genuinely the race start, because Lewis and Aaron bolted off the line. For some reason my camera isn't changing. Gonna hope that fixes itself. Oh yeah, we'll run through, well, I'll let you run through the strategy.
Well, so Bobby on the softs, and then Manan 17 on the softs as well. As for medium runners, it's P12, 13, 14, Bonnie's, Danny, Jack. Hard for Benjamin, and then in mediums for Juan, soft for Manel, mediums for Chloe, and mediums for Legend. So, obviously the two people at the back had their incident last week, so let's hope that we don't get a repeat of that.
Yeah, let's hope that there is no incident at the back. Strategy is a bit of a mixed one. It is traditionally a 2-stop around the 50% length here in the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez something or other.
Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez.
Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez something or other. That's what this is called now. But it is traditionally a 2-stop, although Ben is starting on the hard compound tyres.
Okay, let me just go and read this. Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez of Viaducto Rio de la Piedad, Zenén, Granjas, Mexico, Iztacalco, Mexico City, Mexico.
How did you pronounce every single one of them words flawlessly?
Yeah, and the thing is, I have braces in and a speech impediment. So
that's very well done. I have to hand that one to you. Legend and Manel, the two.
To be fair, being in a party with Juan means I practically learned how to speak Spanish words flawlessly.
Here we go then. The two Alfa Romeos slowing down to get us started on the formation lap. 36 laps ahead of us. It's going to be a cracker. Make sure to stay here with us and we will get going. For the F4 Mexican Grand Prix, Legend will get us lined up on the grid. 19 drivers, 1 will win. Who will it be? We have no clue, but we will find out. As here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. We're going to have a start light glitch. Keep a look at the rev clock. There it is. There's 3. We are racing in Mexico. Does Lewis get a decent start? He needs to get a good one. Tyler in the best spot on the grid. Already bolts to the inside to get straight into slipstream. Almost a 4 wide moment with Enzo King on the outside. Tyler has bumped up a few positions, but he's really pushing Enzo on the inside. 3 wide, down into turn 1. Aaron McFall bolting down the inside. Tyler trying to go around the outside of Enzo King. That's a wing piece gone for someone, and there's a McLaren around into this. There's a McLaren in the grass. That's Sam Kift. Here comes Tyler, though. Trying to get on the inside. Contact. Enzo the wall. Enzo in the wall. Spinning round. And that is him out of this race. Big incident with Tyler now. Yellow flag at sector 1. He survived, but it's really going to cost his chances unless we do get a safety car very soon. Lewis McWilliam leads the Grand Prix, followed by Aaron McFall in second position. Tyler Davison in third. Avesta follows him in fourth. Do we have any action in the lower order of the grid? It doesn't look like it so, and that was a very chaotic first lap.
Well, in terms of positions gained, let's see. Well, a lot of position gains from Marcel, CJ, Jerome, Danny, Corbune, Benjamin, Jack, Manel, Juan, well not Bunnies, Legend, Chloe, and then Brady, well Sam and Enzo have been the big losers out of this.
Yeah, it was a very hectic lap 1. We had an incident. We had our McLaren spinning into the grass, but look at Aaron bolting out of that slipstream to let Tyler not catch up. He's obviously a bit scared of that racing point, although there does seem to be some battling. That's Benjamin Bowler down the inside of Borbune. Borbune's kept it on the inside, and there's going to be contact there. Sadly, he will be losing that position, and it looks like Manel gets down the inside of Borbune as well, and Jack Redmond. So Borbune falling like an absolute stone from starting 11th. Here comes Jack Redmond around the outside of the Red Bull racing car. Normally this would be Sam Davis that he's battling with. He's nipped straight past that Red Bull, but they're both off the track, and Juan Hernandez is going to get up into P number 12 now. Borbune really not having a great time there, and we had 3 pitters. That was Brady, Enzo, and
penalties
Sam.
are starting to come in now.
Yep, that's Corey Chappie in 6th position with a 3-second time penalty, currently being hunted down by Jerome Muller. So CJ didn't get a bad start there. He is up into 6th spot, and that is Adrian Teich, the other Renault, getting that second penalty of the day. DRS is going to be activated on this lap. They won't have it down the main straight, but they will have it down the second straight.
Or no, they won't.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't.
There's only that detection point. There isn't a detection point.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna pretend I didn't read Junior's comment. But Aaron having a slide, Tyler might get a chance here, as there is more battling. Borbune, Legend trying to go down the inside. Oh, it looks like Adrian Teich might flick up the inside now. Get a 2-in-1 for Adrian here, and he's got it. That's a great job from Adrian to make that move up, but he has to still fight this one because Borbune's held it on the outside. Big dive from Legend. Gotta be a difficult one. He sent someone into the grass. Adrian Teich just about keeps it, and Legend's gone around the outside into that chicane, but Borbune holds it. Borbune not afraid for a good scrap here with the faster drivers. Very good racing from all 3, as Jack is really catching up to Manel in 10th position. These drivers making up so many positions. Benjamin on the back of Danny at camper now. He is on the hards, Danny on the mediums. The 2 Dutchmen, the 2 very fast Dutchmen. Danny, our season 1 champion. Ben, if he didn't drop to a reserve role this season, was on course for a championship possibly, as that is Lewis taking the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. And he's almost pulled Tyler out of a slipstream. Jerome Muller, though, might have a go on Corey Chappie down this main straight. Not using any overtake. CJ is.
Benjamin's going to get past now.
But look at Manel and Tond. We're going to have a 3 wide moment here. Ben goes up the inside. Manel sticking up the inside as well. Doesn't want to make contact here. It looks like Jack might get... Look at the 4. Oh, Danny and Manel with contact. And one AlphaTauri slips up the inside. The other one is sent facing into the wall. And that really just goes to prove Danny Headcamper's bad luck this season. Jerome Muller and CJ side by side as well. This is really a great race for actual battling. And now this just gives more benefit to Benjamin Bulwark, who's already up to 8th spot and is doing a very, very nice job, but he will still have to catch up to those guys at the front. But he's done the 1 stop as well.
That is true. Under the hards are not exactly the best tyre in Mexico. I can tell that from personal experience.
Oh, CJ's made a big mistake. CJ's made a big mistake, and Jerome Muller goes for a bit of a lunge. That will invite Benjamin Bulwark. Jack Redmond is also on the back of these as well. That's Manel out. That's Manel out of the Grand Prix. What's happened? Where has he gone off? I can't see.
Oh, it's on start finish straight.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, Manel. What the hell's happened there? Jerome Muller and Benjamin Bulwark fighting. And CJ gone ready outside. Ben squeezed. And CJ's gone straight across the grass, taking the Lewis Hamilton line. He's got a 3 seconds for that, no doubt. As here comes Benjamin Bulwark on another Dutchman of Jerome Muller. Jerome will not be as lackadaisical to let Danny...
Jack's trying to into the Benjamin there.
Jack, as Junior just said in the comment, needs to beat Benjamin if he wants to prove his worth as a champion, I'm sure. Of course, the points are really in the favour of Lewis, who's in 3rd spot. Sorry, Lewis is in 4th. Juan is actually in 3rd spot, down in 10th place behind CJ. These two have been in a Loctite championship battles before. But I'd say Loctite, I mean a 100-point gap. But they were both very close on pace. And Avesta is right on the back of Tyler now in the Mercedes. And of course Tyler in the racing point. Tyler has lost 2.9 seconds to Aaron, who's just being towed along by Lewis at this point. Jack's going to get a double slipstream down this straight. Benjamin Bulwark will get a single one, and he'll get DRS for sure, and he's a lot of ERS as well. Really good at managing it is Benjamin Bulwark. Here we go, down the very long main straight here in Mexico. Ben pulls to the left-hand side, and he's well past Jerome Muller there. Jack Redmond isn't going to try anything too dangerous, as he did lift off the power a little bit down that straight. Oh, CJ in the wall! Oh, what's happened there then? Juan was cut across the grass and CJ has been hit into the wall. What's happened there then? That's an interesting...
Oh, Bunny's been forced off there. Seemingly, he had to go off. I'm not sure.
Oh, Jack and Jerome have made contact. Jack's been sent off to the runoff area, and Jack, that's now his 2nd tire. He's letting him back through. That's good racemanship from Jack Redmond. Why did I say racemanship? Sportsmanship still counts in motorsport.
Yeah. After all, F1 is a sport, Evan.
It is a sport, yes, it is.
People would know that.
It is a sport, it is. Aaron's right behind Lewis. Danny picks up a 3 seconds. It looks like Brady is right behind CJ after they've both been involved in incidents. He's gone down the inside of the Renault. Very handy move. Very handy move indeed. Is Aaron gone for something on Lewis? No, he's not quite close enough. But
why
Jack...
is he on half throttle?
I think CJ might be just retiring in the pits, if I'm being honest. I don't think he's going to continue this one. Here comes Jack Redmond to try and make a move on Jerome Muller. And that's going to be an easy one. Jerome will tuck in behind. And look at Benjamin Bulwark already on the back of Marcel Majeira. Ben's on the hards, remember. Ben is on the hard compound tyres. As Jack picks up a 3 seconds, that's not going to help his case. Here is the yellow flag in sector 3. That is Corey Jappy again. Yeah, he's just going to be retiring from this race, as Ben's gone for a lunge on Marcel side by side now. As Marcel hangs it round the outside, Ben up into the top 5 after 7 laps. From starting from the back. This man is insane. He's on a different level.
Well, there is a reason he's in PSGL F1, after all.
There is. Imagine watching a race with 20 Benjamin Bulwarks, though. That's crazy. Like, he's on a different level here today. He really is. Like, he's already caught up to drivers who started well before him on the grid. didn't have to push, as Tyler has bolted in the pits for his first pit stop of the day.
Medium or something, or medium
Has
soft.
to be a medium. As that's Marcel Maggiero also bolting into the pits for their first stop of the day. Legend's going to try a move on a Williams. This didn't end well from last time he tried it, but he has got the job done on this occasion. Legend up into 7th place with the help of some pit stops, of course. And Aaron is just lurking behind Lewis in about that 7th, 10th of a second region.
He saved his ERS though. That's the thing.
He has. Lewis has been burning his. As we can see, the back markers well behind these leaders due to the incidents. Tyler has come out in P13, Marcel in P14, and they're going to be trying the undercut on everyone ahead. Chloe Borbune about to go in a battle now. I think the Williams could find it fairly handy to get up into P number 9, although there could be front wing damage on that Williams. No, there's not, as CJ is just cutting corners. What is he doing? Well, he's pulled into the pits now, and he will be retiring from this Grand Prix, it seems, as he has just sped in the pit lane, and there he is out. He's out of the Grand Prix. Aaron has really gained on Lewis. So these two, although they may be friends, and although they may be in the same party with each other, they're battling for this one. They are going to battle and scrap for this race, as that looks like Chloe has found a way past Borbune. Oh, it looks like Danny could get involved in this as well. Try find him. Oh, there's a front wing on flying. It's not off the Williams. Is it off the Red Bull?
Let's see.
No, it's off the AlphaTauri, I believe. Is Borbune going to try and get back past the Williams? It is off Danny Heckkamper, so his days got worse. If it possibly could. Cap up the front. Will is 4/10 of a second. Will we see Lewis and Aaron have a scrap before they pit, or will they be pitting this lap? I think they could be pitting this lap, you know. That is Lewis in the pits and Aaron almost spinning into the pits. Just about getting in. What about Avesta? Is he going to pit? Yes, he is. Ben is, for obvious reasons, going to stay out and take the lead of this Grand Prix on a set of hards. And Jack will stay out, take second. Jerome Muller has no, he's on mediums. He will take third. Where is Tyler going to appear? Oh, Tyler's caught in a big bunch of traffic. This one's not going to help him. Danny has come into the pits. Tyler's going to dispatch Adrian. He will get DRS and Slipstream, and Lewis and Aaron have come out well in front of him. They have come out well in front, although Aaron is right behind Lewis, that Red Bull, getting a slow stop, obviously.
No, I think that he was right behind before the pit stops anyway, so it hasn't really meant much of a difference. The only thing is, has even out the ERS situation a bit more. So Aaron nearly should have burned a bit, gone to the lead. Or maybe he's content to just sit back.
What Tyler needs to do is get past Borbune here, because I think we both know that he will be let through by the Williams. As Jack's picked him another 3 seconds, here comes Tyler on Borbune. This one's a bold move, and he's broke his front wing, I think. No, he hasn't. He's made contact, but he's got the move done. He needs to charge on, because if Aaron and Lewis start battling, he needs to catch up. I think, did he break his front wing? Nothing visible, but he does seem to be struggling on that setup. Very understeering into the corners. No, Tyler.
No, it's not that bad, is it?
No, only into the S's. Only into the S's as Avesta. Oh, Avesta's around! Oh, contact! Him and Adrian have made contact. And that is Avesta. Really unlucky there. Marcel Maggiera has jumped past both. And that is Avesta around again. And I think he might be retiring from this race. Never finished a race. This is his third one. He has not finished one.
Is passed as expected.
Yeah, on the DRS straight. We have a VSC for Avesta. We have a VSC. Is this going to help any pitters? I don't think anyone is going to be pitting around this stage of the race. Maybe Borbune? No, Borbune was passed.
Although, if there had been a VSC, maybe you would have seen PMP marker Jerome Muller into the pits.
That would be the thing about lap 15. Unless they could be pitting earlier if they're going to hards, but I can't imagine they will. Jack has 6 seconds of penalties. Ben has 3. So if we get a late safety car with like 2 laps to go, everyone with penalties is finished.
Well, yes, that is obvious.
It's very easy to pick up penalties here in Mexico, though. That is one thing for sure.
I mean, yes. Yesterday, at least, I managed to only get 6 seconds on pad and a sling.
I got 0 seconds, but I retired. That's why. We got green. We are green once again. Aaron is right behind Lewis for the provisional battle of this lead, although they're on a 2-stop. So that could be one thing. Aaron's burning his ERS. He's going to go for the Lewis McWilliam. Is Lewis going to defend into the corner? No, he's not. Aaron is going to absolutely fly by. He feels he's quicker pace, so he gets the job done into the right-hander and then the chicane. Is Lewis going to fight this one back, though? That is what we need to find out. Lewis needs this race win if he does want a shot at the championship when Jack's race is in jeopardy. Yellow flag in Sector 3. It is Danny Headcamper who has made the mistake. But he's continued on. Well done, Danny, for soldiering on. We like to see it. We do like to see it. Lewis hasn't fought this position with Aaron at all. Legend is right behind Jerome now. Yellow flag in the second one. VSC, that is Danny out of the Grand Prix.
PB Mac into the... Oh, he's done a dummy.
Oh, he's dummy Jerome in the pits.
One in the pits. He's going for the hearts. And well, yeah, I'm not surprised, given that was his plan yesterday.
So Jerome in, and we'll get a free pit stop on the VSC. As when will we go green? Probably in a few moments. Jerome has jumped Marcel and Juan though, so that's very good for both. No, it's not. It's very good for Jerome. It's not good for Marcel and Juan. Although Juan pit as well, so he's just game time.
Softs, so that means
we've gone green, and that is Borbune getting past closing the pits for a set of hards. So Williams will be going to the end, and hopefully can take a top 10 finish. We'd love to see it. We really would before the season ends, to score some good points for the Williams outfit. Lewis has fallen almost a second off the back of Aaron, so Aaron, I don't want to curse him, but gonna hope he can take his second win here in FER. He's taken one before. That was in season 1 in Abu Dhabi. Fun fact for you, Brendan, this is the 30th FER race.
30 of them, and I've only missed 1.
And I haven't missed any. We're not gonna say it's because I planned them.
Yeah, you planned them around your schedule.
Yeah, so we never get break weeks really. Because they're more available. Juan Hernandez on the back of Marcel Megiera, 4 tenths, burning, bit of overtake, bit of DRS, gonna try get past the Mercedes who's been on the mediums for 5 laps, and yes, he's easily going to get this move done into turn 1.
Soft. Surprised they didn't go with the hards, but I think well, neither of us were in the party and we didn't like the hards, so
Junior saying Ben with the pen. He does have a penalty, and then he said it sounded like a rhyme Crofty would say, so fair enough. That was Adrian Teisch getting past Borbune after having that incident with Avesta Gobadi. I think I've said that right. I
think it
believe
was bad in terms of how his race ended up.
Oh, I like that one. That's good. I believe Juan has said goodbye, Marcel, in the chat in some sort of language. I imagine Spanish, because Juan is Spanish. But in all, I cannot tell you. The strategy really affects the race here in Mexico, because we still have 21 laps to go, and everybody, realistically, except
Sayonara, I believe it's Spanish.
Everyone except Chloe has to make a pit stop left. They have to make one more stop. She's the only one going to the end. on this set of tyres, as that was Jerome Muller side by side with Tyler now. I didn't actually see them when he did the fast lap of the Grand Prix, trying to go around the outside into turn 1, and he's got it done into the chicane. That was a beautiful overtake by Jerome Muller. Really, I thought the game, I accidentally pressed my PS button and I thought the stream just died, so that was a bit panicky for a moment. Chloe picks up a 3-second time penalty, 8 seconds for the Williams I believe, but I think 5 might be removed. Jerome Muller up into 6th. Hello, Brendan?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you're here. I just said the mic. I was just wondering. Legend is catching up to Jack. Oh, they're both on a set of mediums. Legend is catching up to Jack Redmond, and they both could be pitting very soon, I imagine. We're on lap 16.
Oh no, Sayonara is Japanese.
Why did you speak Japanese? I don't know.
What? Well, that's what it actually means. I translated there.
Lewis is trying to find a way past Aaron. Yes, there you go. You've got that. Juan is an anime fan. That's why he spoke Japanese. Lewis is trying to see can he get away past Aaron. Aaron hasn't pulled away from him, which we both thought he would. Well, I thought he would. He hasn't.
No, there was no reason to really think Aaron would pull away. They were pretty much the same pace, and they're not really using ERS either of them, so they're literally just trying the same thing, but one of them will have to push the button at some point, and I'll try pull away. Although Aaron just pulled away a little bit in that in the S's there, but then we should close up in the slower third sector.
Enzo right behind Chloe. Khalil asking what's the black box keeps appearing. That's actually my PlayStation getting a notification. Enzo is weaving. He doesn't obviously want to try and move into this braking zone, as that is Legend, Rosenberg and Jack Redmond into the pits for a set of softs for Jack. What has Legend gone on softs as well? They'll both be trying the two-stop strategy. Where are these going to come out? They've come out well behind, as Lewis has found a way past Aaron into turn 1. We were distracted with pit stops. Lewis has got the move done, and he's back up into second position, the provisional lead of the race. Possibly, because we have to wait and see how Benjamin's strategy works out.
I assume it'll probably be a hard medium.
Probably.
When exactly he will pit, I'm not quite sure.
You have to remember though, Lewis and Aaron may be going to softs for the last stint, so it will be softs versus mediums. As Lewis has picked up a 3-second time penalty. That is his first of the day, so he won't be too happy with that at all. Only people without penalties now are Aaron, Tyler and Brady.
Yeah, so well, you also have Enzo.
Oh, Enzo as well, and Sam. That is Jack. Oh no, sorry, that is Marcel and Legend having a fight. Legend getting past the Mercedes. Tyler is losing a lot of time because he's on the mediums. Juan is on the softs, and Juan is attacking the racing point for 5th in this Grand Prix now. Borbune picking up a 3-second time penalty. Here comes Juan Hernandez to try make a move on Tyler, possibly. No, can't get it done.
Fair to say Tyler's low in ERS.
He's on 18, Juan is on 20, so if he just burns a bit, he will blast past.
20.
He was on 20 when I looked. You can check that after. Here comes Juan Hernandez down the inside of Tyler Davison. Can he get the move done? Tyler has no response to that one, and Tyler not on course to keep his podium streak alive, because we've seen him at the start of the season with the man behind him now in 7th position, Jack Redmond. But Jack is being hunted down by Legend. Junior saying Lewis's penalty could kill his race. It could, because he's not both. Jack now has 9 seconds worth of penalties.
Oh,
Lewis needs to get a result here in the championship. This will be his best opportunity.
Another warning just there.
Jack Redmond is really costing himself here. He's leading the championship by 22 points over Sam Davis Day. Sam isn't here. Third place man is Juan in fifth, and Lewis is in second. But Aaron McFall is going to ruin that day even more by getting back up into second position in this Grand Prix, and that is the fastest lap for Legend Rosenberg as well. Lewis is not having a good time here. Khalid saying if Aaron stays in his DRS, Lewis is dead. Aaron has got the move done on Lewis. And Sam Kift being lapped on his debut. That's not great. Not great at all. As Tyler is just sticking behind Juan. But Jack Redmond is also now right behind Tyler. So Tyler's really struggling on these mediums. He'll want to be getting off them as soon as possible. As Jack probably just picked up another warning. Jack is not doing himself favours here by picking up all these warnings. He's going to go to the inside though. Oh, Tyler with a very defensive move. But Jack's gone down the inside and has got the move done. And now Legend.
I worry for just Tyler to let him go. Because the penalties is not really worth fighting him.
No, Tyler hasn't picked up a penalty, so that will help his race. Surely.
Especially if there's a late safety car or something.
Is Lewis close enough to get back past Aaron? No, he's not on this occasion. Junior saying...
Legend past Tyler.
Legend has also got past Tyler. So Tyler is struggling so much with this lack of ERS and lack of tyres. As Enzo has picked up a 3 seconds.
Maybe it's not say lack of tyres, but more lack of tyres in comparison.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Junior saying he should have qualified well. And Khalil saying if it stays like this, Jack is down to 9th. Exactly, but Jack is trying to find a way past Juan Hernandez. Don't do anything stupid here, Jack, because you will cost yourself even more in this Grand Prix. And he's cost himself a lot into the S's. We have 16 laps to go, so we're getting into the lower stages of the race. Juan very slow through there, and Jack almost getting past. He's going to try where he tried on Tyler, down into this straight. There's DRS here, and he's passed. Jack Redmond is up into 5th position, and another Williams losing position in 14th. Legend tried the inside. What is with Legend on trying bold moves on a Williams? Come. He tried it on last week, of course, on Juan, and he, of course, killed Juan's teammate last week.
So now, Juan he's going to be protected thanks to DRS here. He's going extremely quickly on Jack here, so maybe he could end up re-overtaking, but whether that is necessary, I will not be sure. Legend now is on to 9
Here comes
seconds.
Legend. Here comes Legend Rosenberg on the inside of Juan Hernandez. Is he going to try down the inside? More than likely he is. He's gone for it. Oh, contact! Contact! And they've made even more contact. Legend's been pushed off the circuit, which happens so many times here, but he's going to still troll this one around the outside. What a great battle this is that they are having. And he's got the job done. Legend up into 6th place and is following Jack Redmond through every single position on this racing track. As Adrian's picked up another 3 seconds, and that is slowly getting back past Enzo. So the Williams is not giving up in P13. And is catching up to Brady Pollock here. Although Brady did make a pit stop. That is probably why, Evan.
Now you're talking to yourself. There's Benjamin in the pits.
Ben is into the pits for a set of mediums. Where is he going to come out? I think he might come out. Is he going to get in front of Jack? Here comes Jack Redmond.
Bit close.
Jack bolts for the inside, pulls to the left-hand side, and he's going to get this one done. But is Benjamin Pollock going to fight it? No, he's not. And Ben has come out in 5th place, but Jack still has to make a pit stop. So Ben has really, really done well, and is on course to win this Mexican Grand Prix. Jack is weaving. Ben's not even in the slipstream and he's weaving. Legend, though, could possibly attack Ben, because Legend is on softs, Ben's on mediums, but that might equal it out, and Jack's now has 12 seconds. Jack Redmond now has 12 seconds worth of time penalties. And
he's going to really fall down this order now.
He's going to fall like a stone. As we haven't had a single safety car yet. I say it because it's unusual for us. We normally do have one at least.
A
For the all
late
being
one.
clean, a late one would really throw a spanner into the works here because Ben's made his pit stop. Meaning, he doesn't have to make one, but he would probably pit for softs if there was a safety car.
So let's see now, is Benjamin going to get himself past Jack?
I
Jack
say he
weaving
will.
already.
Jack really cost himself with the weaving. Benjamin Bork is straight past and is on course to take a win here. Junior saying you can use the grass in rally but not in F1 2020, and that is Marcel Maggio. Tyler's in the pits for another set of mediums. You probably could have got the softs to the end almost. As Lewis is back into the lead of this race. Lewis has got past Aaron for the lead of this Grand Prix. Didn't expect that one actually, so we're sorry for missing that. He is now in the lead, but he does have to make another pit stop because will these tyres go to the end? Absolutely not.
No, they'll probably extend it until they can go for softs. Or maybe somebody will try a gamble on mediums.
No, softs would be the way to go. They can extend it to the softs, probably. In pitting, Tyler has only lost one position, so he's going to be on a fight-back charge here.
But well, Jack's got to make another stop. Legend has to. Juan has to.
Everyone except Ben and Chloe have to, and Tyler. Everyone except the 2 Racing Points and the Williams in 13th have to make another pit stop, because their tyres won't make the end. It's as simple as that. It's really just what tyres they go for. Ben's on course to take the championship lead in the Reserves Championship. So that's a fun fact for you.
Well, I mean, he's probably leading that by about.
Here comes Aaron McFall.
Points.
To the outside, going to try around the outside of Lewis. If these two make contact, it would really, really ruin both their chances of a decent result, because they're losing time to Ben as it is. And Jerome Muller actually in 3rd spot. He's doing a great job on those softs, but he will have to pit soon for a second set of softs, I'd imagine, because he's gone 10 laps. Doesn't seem to be struggling. That's Legend and Jack now side by side. They're going to keep this one, I imagine. Side by side now. Legend's got this job done, so that's made life even worse for Jack.
Often, though. So is he made a mistake somewhere?
He's lost 5.2 seconds, so I think he has made a mistake. Jack and Legend aren't that fast, surely. Enzo and Chloe are still in a fight here. And we've got down the inside of Enzo King, still going to stay side by side. Jerome is in the pits, and Chloe Glennon has got the move done once again on Enzo, but they're going to be side by side down this street. This is a really interesting fight we're having here between the Williams and the Ferrari, both burning ERS. Who's going to prevail here? Down the inside goes the Williams, round the outside. For Chloe. Oh yes, that is a splendid move for the Williams.
Splendid move, but with a caveat of a time penalty.
Oh, that was still an awesome move for the Williams. Up into P13 now. That was a nice switch around the outside. Marcel in the pits for a set of softs now.
Ron Muller's came out P7. I'm certain he was one of the other people to pit for softs. I think he's really benefited nearly now as he's on another set. And now he can go on until the end here.
I imagine Lewis and Aaron will be seeing their way into the pits very, very shortly. I said Junior cheering on the Williams in the comments. It's good to see. They're going to have another scrap, and we're going to stay on it, because here comes Enzo King, going to try it once again. He's going to have to go for the outside, but that will become the inside if he can get close enough alongside. Lewis and Aaron in the pits. Oh, Lewis has screwed his own race here. And we're focusing on this battle between Chloe and Enzo. But realistically, Lewis has messed up any chance of a decent result here. Chloe is still going to hold this one around the outside. If you can hold this, oh, that is amazing defending. But Enzo is going to chop himself up the inside into P13. These two are having a great battle. It's really interesting to watch, but unfortunately we do have to cut up.
I mean, it's not a Ferrari and Williams as well. Juan's in the pits, he's come out P8. Tyler's done the undercut. Well,
Juan's definitely made a mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, Borbune and Adrian having a fight. Borbune. Oh, Adrian has a puncture. Adrian has a puncture after 11 laps. Okay, so that's the limit. 11 laps.
Are you sure though? Because I swear Joe Muller did more than that.
I think he did just about 11. But that is Adrian Tice with a puncture.
Oh, no, let me calculate this one.
Cost himself some points, possibly. As Enzo is weaving. These two are actually towing each other along here. Borbune could be on for his first ever points here, nephew, if he can keep this one. As that's Chloe. Back past Jack has another penalty. 15 seconds now, as Jack is in the pits. And that is Chloe back past Enzo once again. These two are really going at it here. This is really interesting to watch. As Enzo trying around the outside, but trying to defend this. The Williams' teammate, Juan Hernandez, has got 3 seconds. Chloe once again defending.
He's got 15 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He now has 15 seconds and he's fallen off the back of Jerome. So he's really hurting his chances here. Speaking of people who've hurt their chances, Lewis is one of them.
Benji's probably going to win this one anyway.
Unless we have some sort of late safety car, he has got to win here. He's leading.
Aaron and Lewis have pitted. I mean, effectively, he can pit then and not lose this lead.
As they are coming, he's coming up to lap Adrian Teich. As Borbune is in the pits for a set of softs, so that will be another position for Chloe and Enzo. Although Enzo's obviously made contact of some sort.
Oh, he's punctured.
Oh, he's a puncture. Puncture. That is what's happened, Enzo. Because he sped in the pits, couldn't get the car slowed down, and he is... That's the end of that battle. 1 DNF, and losing the points, folks. That is what's happening here. So we know she can easily make the end, because Enzo did 23 laps on a set of hards. As fastest lap contest between Lewis and Aaron, as Legend has made his way into the pits for a set of softs. Jack will get this position, yellow flag, and that's... Yeah, he's retired in the pits. As that is Jack past Legend.
P6. Tyler being an RIP7, 1. They're going to get past him soon enough.
So that is Adrian Teich picking up 3 seconds. As Ben now leads by 16.6 seconds. Whoa. He started in P16.
It's actually Jerome Muller's actually put a blinder here. He's right with Lewis and
oh, something's happened. That is Enzo being lapped. Sorry, Enzo just letting cars through. As he is being lapped by Juan and Tyler. So he was battling with one Williams. He's been lapped by the other.
No, but I'm just going to know, Jerome Muller's... He's been quiet this race since his pit stop on the VSC. But it's worked for him.
He snuck up onto a possible podium here. He just has that 3 seconds. I believe it's 3 seconds. I'll run through penalties quickly.
6.
Oh, it's 6. Lewis is 8. Jerome 6. Jack has 15. Legend has 12. Tyler has none. Juan has 6. Marcel 3. Brady has none. Chloe has 12. Adrian has 21. 21. He could be our first ever driver to get disqualified in a race here.
No, I believe it'd be 30 you need to reach.
Borbune has 9 and Enzo has 11.
But I mean, Benjamin, he's ahead by 16.4 seconds.
There goes one. Past Tyler. Oh, but Tyler just needs to keep within 6 seconds for the remainder of this race, and that position will be his. As he's really pulled a blind here. Borbune picking up another penalty. It looks like Adrian could possibly... Where's Chloe going? Has the Williams got a puncture? No. As Adrian's gone down the inside. They're getting lapped, so they're both ghosting. Oh no, they've made contact and Chloe's been sent into the wall by Adrian. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I will probably pile into the pits for a set of softs here. Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. I feel there could be a retire here. No, continues on. Okay, going for a fastest lap attempt. So that is good. Which is really unfortunate because she was doing a great job defending on those hards. So Adrian, you've been a naughty child there. according to Junior anyways. Legend setting the fastest lap of the race. He's a good bit behind Jack, actually. I don't know what's happened there, as Enzo King sets the fastest lap of the race with a 14.3. So he's going to go for it on third point of the season. Actually, she's right behind Enzo, meaning this battle's going to continue. At least they'll have something to work for. Look how close Lewis is behind Aaron. He needs to pull 8 seconds on Aaron if he does want to get this second position. Where has my co-commentator gone?
I'm still here. Just keeping quiet, watching the race.
As Ben has now lapped Adrian, so he has now lapped everyone outside the top 10.
Aaron aren't gaining. Like, they're on softs, yeah. Benjamins and mediums, and they aren't gaining.
It really just goes to show how good Benjamin is. Like, if Benjamin wasn't here, imagine the scrap for the race win we'd have.
Weaving from Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron's weaving to break the slipstream. Of course, he just needs to keep Lewis behind, because he has the penalty advantage. But Lewis is sped in the pits, and that's a straight hook, line and sinker one. That's a penalty. You're
so
not getting that
one thing in this game that you know is for certain, and there's nothing wrong with it.
That's very true. And that is Charlotte Winch once again getting past the Ferrari. What a great job from these two. We'll continue that scrap, I imagine, as Borbune's right behind Adrian. Borbune is doing a great job, I can't lie, he's doing a brilliant job here in 12th.
Yeah, it is a race where we are seeing
we're seeing some people we would normally see having some good results here. Or some good races, of course. As Lewis is probably going to attack Aaron, we have 4 or so laps remaining. And Lewis has really messed up what could be a huge opportunity for good points on Jack today. Unless something drastically happens, but he is going to go for the outside on Aaron McFall and try around it. He's not going to get it there, but he could try on this straight. What is the ERS like? Aaron has a big advantage.
So both been burning, that's for certain.
Aaron has a really big advantage on Lewis, so Lewis is not in a good spot here. He will lose this podium if he keeps on this race, because Jerome only has 6 seconds and he's within that 2-second gap. Benjamin is just coasting, I'd say, at this point. Wouldn't even say he's trying, as Legends picked up another penalty. That will benefit everyone behind him. That will benefit a lot of people behind him, as we have 3 laps to go.
It'll help one. Not for certain, that means he'll end up ahead.
It'll help Tyler as well, because Tyler has no penalties.
Yeah, I know, but I mean Tyler's going to end up ahead anyway. But it won't help Marcel, because he's just that far off them.
Jack's almost spun, rounding that final corner. Here comes Legend Rosenberg, though, to try make a move on Jack. And try find a way past. Here comes Lewis, though. Lewis on the outside of Aaron, and he's got it done this time. Lewis needs to bolt. Lewis needs to absolutely bolt and get a big gap, a big gap over Aaron, and then needs to just pull 0.3 of a second over Giron if he does want to take this podium position, and that is Enzo getting past Chloe at the back of the grid. Although I don't think Lewis can pull a big gap over Aaron or pull a gap over Giron here, because Giron looks quick and has similar tyres. The thing I find crazy here is they're not even gaining on Benjamin. They're not even gaining. Ben is on a different level today. On a different level. Is Aaron? Oh, Aaron's had a wobble and has almost found it, as Borbune has found a way back past Adrian Tight. So Borbune is still making moves in this Grand Prix. Well done, Boar. Doing a good job. Brady has no penalties, but I genuinely don't think he's not going to benefit anything from that because he's so far behind. As I still don't know where Brandon's gone, but he's
I'm
somewhere.
still here.
Speak! We're commentators.
Alright.
Here comes Legend.
Sorry, I was just asking for Sam's POV of the lap 1 thing.
Ah, okay.
Not happy about it. I was trying to get some information. There's also you need
I imagine we're gonna have a lot of F1 Total merchants just saying, "Oh, F4 is dirty" and all that.
Oh God, slandering a league on a stream, bro. Why are we doing this?
We do it with Torpedo League all the time. Let's not try hide it. Legend is gaining on Jack. We have 2 laps remaining. Benjamin started the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix as he's storming it, and that is Brady into the pits, meaning Borbune is in the points and Tyler's got a 3 seconds. That could affect his race.
Not.
No, that is Adrian to take back the points positions.
Or with penalties.
Tyler will still get.
Brady, he's still near enough. He'll end up ahead of the pair of them.
Here comes Aaron on Lewis. So these two are going to fight it for track position, not for penalties, because Lewis is 8 and Aaron has he has 0. So what's happened to Enzo? Enzo into the pits for some reason. He knows he's lapped, doesn't he? And it's not actually lap 34 for him. It's lap 30. It's lap 34 for him, but it's lap 35 for everyone else. And also, did I mention? I forgot to say this. Post-race interviews are back.
What?
Yes, they are back. We will be inviting the top 3 after the Grand Prix to get their thoughts on it. I imagine we'll have a shouty Lewis, but.
Or no, we're not going to get a shouty Lewis. We're going to throw Muller within the 2 seconds.
He is. He is. And he's going to take this position off Lewis. So he picks up another 3 seconds, but that isn't going to really matter too much. Here comes Lewis to try on Aaron. I don't think he's going to get it done. As that is Legend and Jack now fighting it out for P number 5, and they've made contact actually. That's contact for Jack Redmond.
No damage, huh? Oh!
Oh, he's had a big slide and he's just about caught it. The weeks of rally practice have really got that one.
Well, Benjamin now, he's just coming around the... Well,
he's coming in, yeah, he's so far ahead. And we will be still inviting Lewis for the post-race interviews as well. We'll have all 4. Fireworks are up and running in the Mexico colours, rounding the final quarter to take another win here in F4 is Benjamin Bulwark, sliding across the line and wins in Mexico. What a drive from Ben. Aaron will be on the podium. Rounding the final corner is Aaron McFall to take a podium. He hasn't had one in so long, but he will be in 2nd position today. Lewis crosses in 3rd, but he won't take it. Jerome Muller will in 3rd. Legend 4th. Jack spun! Oh, his day gets worse. Dear. Oh no, he's reversing across the line.
He's got 21 seconds though. What is he doing?
He is now in 7th. Tyler will get this position. Jack obviously just doesn't want this championship anymore. Tyler will finish in 7th. Marcel will not get 8th, so Jack will only lose 1 single position. Legend stayed 5th because they were so far behind. If you can invite Aaron, Jerome, Ben and Lewis to the post-race interviews, but not yet, obviously. Because we still have the race to finish, and we are just waiting on Marcel. As that was an interesting race, really, but it was mainly strategy.
It was mainly strategy, as Benjamin ended up flying away.
That is it. Driver day for that is Legend, but it's 100% Benjamin. Here is your podium celebrations. Benjamin on top once again. There is Benjamin Bulwark on top once again. He really is a dominant force. He really is on a different level. So here's the full race results. Benjamin Bulwark wins in the Racing Point. Aaron McFall in second position with 0 penalties. Jerome Muller snatches the podium off Lewis in third position, followed by Lewis McWilliam in fourth. Legend Rosenberg in fifth, followed by Juan in sixth. Tyler in seventh. Jack in eighth with what can only be described as a shambles. Marcel in 9th and Brady in 10th. Borbune in 11th. Adrian Tyson 12th. Nyland in 13th. Enzo in 14th. The non-finishers were Sam Kiff, Dalia Camper, Avesta, CJ and Manel. And we have the podium boys and Lewis here because we have to be different. We invite 4. Brendan, do you have any questions for the lads first?
Well, Lewis, you said that you got a speeding penalty despite being under the limit, so you're very certain that won't be removed and you'll be up onto the podium then?
I mean, I went into the pit lane that said 50 mile an hour. The speed limit is 50. Don't see why it should be again.
Oh, yeah. It was a nice pole lap, to be fair.
It was. You hooked that one up together very nicely.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Better than what happened yesterday in Fury.
Now, of course, we have to address the obvious. Ben, that was a pretty smooth sailing for you. That was 16.2 second win. How did that one go for you?
Good.
Okay, Kimmy. Aaron has just said that his pole lap was faster, but it was invalid. Aaron, you know you're allowed to speak here, by the way.
But Aaron, you had invalid.
Yeah.
Ben, I think, just did this to test his camera settings for PSGL, I'm not gonna lie.
I've a question for you, Rowan.
We have a question in the chat for you, Benjamin. I'm not going to say who it's from, but you'll figure it out eventually. He's asked, what controlled substances did you inject yourself with?
I used Dr. Pepper.
No, Ben, don't say... Okay, yeah, that's fine, that's fine.
Okay. That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I didn't know what he was going to say there, I'm not going to lie. Aaron, you were battling with Lewis for most of the race. Were you just controlling it, or were you still going full pelt to keep with him?
We were in the party, and then it was just... We kind of just swapped every couple laps.
Ah, okay, so it was tactical.
Yeah.
And then one final question from me, anyways. Jerome, that was a very cheeky pit stop in the virtual safety car, but it gained you a podium. How do you feel about that race? It's your first podium, obviously. Right then, any final words?
Not really, but actually I don't have anything.
Well, I have something for you. Who won the Meme 1 Safety Award?
I'll give it to Benjamin for coming through the pack.
Well done, Ben, you're on the most... I'm surprised Ben didn't... I'm surprised Brad
By the way, Aaron spent half the race going on about how he's going to win the Media 1 Safety Award and that he was really, really happy about it.
I'm sorry, Aaron.
I felt that one. My instincts told me to give it to Ben because, well, Aaron, no, you have to be a bit humble, don't you?
Heavy was going to win the Meme 1 Safety. Oh, I find that hilarious. Anyways, that is all we do have time for here today. I hope you enjoyed that race. We know it was a bit of a dull one, but what else do you expect when you give Ben a car? Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time.